ghosts do not go AWOL. In 1924, 2 crewmen of the SS Watertown were accidentally killed when they inhaled dangerous gases while cleaning out the ship's cargo tank. There was nowhere to store the bodies, and the ship would not be reaching land for several more days, so the captain ordered that the bodies were to be thrown overboard. Over the next several days, every member of the crew, including the captain, saw the faces of the deceased men peering up at them from the water. When the ship docked in New Orleans, the captain of the SS Watertown decided to purchase a camera. This ship eventually went back out to sea, and the same bizarre ghostly faces began appearing in the water again. And this time the captain got a picture of it. Graveyard is no place for a child, ghost or not. A woman was visiting the grave of her daughter who had died tragically at the age of 17. She decided to take a few pictures of her daughter's headstone. Upon getting her pictures developed, the woman was shocked to discover a gleeful toddler sitting on top of her daughter's grave. The woman did not recognize the child and did not see any children in the cemetery the day the picture was taken. Ghost in the church loft. Photographer Chris Brackley was awestruck by the beauty of the interior of London's St. Botolph's Church. He set up his camera and took several pictures of the church, and upon examining the photos made a very interesting discovery. In the upper right corner of the photos, there appeared to be the ghostly apparition of a woman. Brackley claims that there were only 3 people in the church when he snapped this now infamous photo, and none of them were in the loft. Minister's ghost. This photo was taken in 1999 at Sefton Church in Merseyside, England, and was taken by a photographer who was fascinated by the ancient structure. The photographer says there was no one standing there when he took the photograph and theorizes that due to the phantom's attire, it is an apparition of one of the church's ministers back from the dead. A photogenic ghost. This photo made the rounds on the internet through email chain letters and has thus become one of the most famous ghost pictures in existence. It seems to be a realistic ghost picture as it is subtler than most Photoshop forgeries, but there are no real credible sources to get the story behind the photo from. Going based on the background and apparent ethnic origin of the girls, many have assumed that they are in Manila, Republic of the Philippines. Ghost-like toys too. This image was captured in 1984 during a paranormal investigation of a Toys R Us store in Sunnyvale, California. It is said that the infrared and normal pictures were taken during a seance, and when the film was developed, the infrared photo showed the image of a man who was not present in the normal photo. The man also appeared to be wearing clothing that was out of place for the time period. It is claimed that paranormal activity still plagues this Toys R Us location to this day. St. Mary's ghost. Many churchgoers who attended church at the Church of St. Mary the Virgin in Northampton, England, claim that a ghostly figure would appear during service and would start praying. In 1964, photographic evidence of this restless spirit's existence was captured. Photographer Gordon Carroll snapped this picture in an attempt to capture the church's beauty, but upon developing his picture, discovered he had captured what appears to be a ghost. Grandma and ghostly grandpa. This famous ghost photo is often seen on the internet and through emails accompanied by the following quotation. "The lady in the color photo is my granny. She lived on her own until age 94 when her mind started to weaken and she had to be moved to an assisted living home for her own safety. At the end of the first week, there was a picnic for the residents and their families. My mother and sister attended, and my sister took 2 pictures that day. This is one of them. It was taken on Sunday, August 17th, 1997. We think that the man behind her is my grandfather, who passed away on Sunday, August 14th, 1984. We did not notice the man in the picture until Christmas Day, 2000. My sister thought that it was such a nice picture of Granny that she even made a copy for my mom, but still nobody noticed the man behind her for over 3 years. When I arrived at my parents' house that Christmas Day, my sister handed me the picture and said, 'Who do you think this man behind Granny looks like?' It took a few seconds for it to really sink in. I was absolutely speechless. The black and white photos show that it really looks like him." It only seems fitting that this unsettling photo would come from what is arguably the paranormal capital of the world, Romania. This photo soared to fame after it was published in a Romanian newspaper and republished countless times afterwards. The photo was taken in a 150-year-old hotel named the Decibel Hotel. A guest who was staying there by the name of Victoria Iovan took the incredible picture. This hotel is a source of very old legend, and the legend says that long ago a Roman treasure was hidden where the hotel now stands, and the ghost appears when someone ventures too close to its location. A girl on the tracks. Nearly every town has a similar legend. A long time ago, a school bus got stuck on a railroad track and a train plowed into the bus, killing the children inside the bus. Today, if you pull up to the track and turn off your car, the ghosts of the children will push your car uphill across the tracks. San Antonio, Texas is no different. They have a legend just like the one I just described, and it is centered on a set of mundane railroad tracks. The difference between this legend and others, though, is that there may be photographic proof of Texas's haunted railroad. A family who went to the track to test the legend took photo. The inexplicable, ghostly figure of a young girl is clearly present in the picture.